There was an insane comeback in the NCAA tournament in Division I men's basketball. And I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. 6 seed North Carolina lost to 11 seed VCU, as in Virginia Commonwealth University, 82-78 in overtime. You know what's crazy is that North Carolina was up 19 in this game. This is what I call a choke job, and you cannot play to lose. You got to play to win. Extend the lead. Put them away. Simply put, you couldn't. And I knew this was a possibility in terms of upset prior to the game because no Caleb Wilson for North Carolina. But North Carolina was doing so well throughout the game, but obviously they let up the lead and went into overtime. And North Carolina was favored in the game, but not by much, 2.5. I always thought North Carolina was not going to make it to the Elite Eight for sure. Sweet 16, I wouldn't think so more times than not. Not thought, hey, they're going to lose in the first 2 rounds, whether it's this game or the following game. Obviously, and there's no more games for North Carolina the rest of the way. They're 24-9 overall. Now, VCU, they're 28-7 overall. And their next game will be against like Illinois or Penn. So I would think Illinois, but we'll have to wait and see. North Carolina was up at halftime 39-28. VCU scored 47 points in the second half. North Carolina scored 36. In overtime, it was very low scoring. 3 points for North Carolina. 7 for VCU, but there's obviously more to the game than that. That's why I'm going to go over the last minute in overtime. This is besides stats, and I'm going to check who had the chance to go for the win in terms of regulation first. It was actually VCU on offense, but they turned the ball over, and which North Carolina got the steal, and they actually had a chance to go win the game, but they couldn't. Insane comeback by VCU, and all the credit to them. That's not easy. Coming back nearly down 20 to win in overtime. Because if you get to overtime, you might run out of gas. And that's it. And nobody scored for a while in overtime, just to say the least. I mean, the first bucket was like 2:08 in overtime, and that was by VCU. And then you know what's crazy is North Carolina did not even make a single shot in overtime. Period. Just free throws. 3 of them, to be exact. So, like around 58 seconds left, Nick Lewis missed a 3 for VCU, and Seth Trimble got the defensive board for North Carolina. North Carolina did call timeout around 50 seconds left. Around 35 seconds left, Lazar Djokovic fouled and Seth Trimble went to line. He missed the first free throw, but made the second. So 78-77, North Carolina was up. Then there was a huge 3-point made basket by Terrence Hill Jr. from VCU to make it 80-78. And Lazar Djokovic did foul around 40 seconds left, and Henry Visar went to line. He missed both free throws. And obviously there was like a dead ball team rebound, and Jonathan Powell from North Carolina did foul. Obviously they had to extend the game out. And Nick Lewis went to the line for VCU and made both free throws. So all they had to do is just don't foul on the 3-point shot, especially if North Carolina makes it, and they'll they'll secure the upset win in terms of seeding. And Henry VCR tried to do a 16-foot jump shot, but missed him. Brandon Jennings has got the defensive board, and now it's ball game right there. Now, North Carolina shot 41% from the field on 70 attempts, 28% on threes on 29 attempts, 60% on free throws on 20 attempts, 45 rebounds, 12 of those offensive, 18 assists, 8 turnovers, 8 steals, 1 block, 17 fouls, 7 points on the bench. I mean, Zayn High with 4 points, Jonathan Powell with 3. 4 double-digit scores, literally combined for Arcata. Non-double-digit scores combined for 8 plus 7. That's 15 points, so 63 points right there. And the 8 points or more, it was Luka Bogovac, but he only had 8, and he was not that efficient. I mean, 4 for 11 from the field, 0 for 4 on threes. Now, Henry VCR had a double-double, 26 points and 10 rebounds. Jaron Stevenson did have 11 points. Derek Dixon had 11 points, but he was 4 for 12 from the field, 3 for 7 on threes. And Seth Trimble had 15 points in this game, and he had 8 rebounds, so near double-double for him. Now, VCU had 42 bench points, including 34 from Terrence Hill Jr. I think the game ball should go to him. There's no questions about it. Without him, they don't win the game. Simple. Especially off the bench like that. And 3 double-digit scores combined for Nick Lewis had 16 points. Lazar Djokovic had 15, so that's 31 plus 34 from Terrence Hill Jr. That's 65 points. And 2 players scored 61 points in this game. I mean, Brandon Jennings had 7 points, while Michael Bell had 8. So, and VCU shot 45% from the field on 66 attempts, 42% on threes on 26 attempts, 69% on free throws on 16 attempts. 39 rebounds, 7 of those offensive, 12 assists, 10 steals, 10 turnovers, 5 steals, 5 blocks, 17 fouls. Now I'm going to go to the points on turnovers, points in the paint, and fast break points as well. Now, points off turnovers did favor North Carolina in this game, but it was slightly 11-10. Fast break points did favor North Carolina as well, 11-4. Points in the paint favor North Carolina, but barely 34-32. And I'm going to just say this up front. I think Hubert Davis for North Carolina as the head coach is going to be on the hot seat going into next year if they decide to retain him. Because look what he has done at North Carolina. I'm sorry. If you take away that first, that year that he had in 2021, 2022, when they went all the way to the title game and then lost, he's not been what North Carolina wanted him to be. I am just saying. I'm not calling for the guy's job, but I am sure some North Carolina fans are like, I've enough of this, to say the least. So we're going to obviously wait and see what happens. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like, subscribe, and see you guys later on the road. 8 unscored scores, ultimate goals, now some more, some more. This course like video, comment really helps YouTube algorithm. Some more people see us, and the video does help as well. Some more people can watch, and if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. And granted, what's crazy is the following year after that runner-up finish, they declined the NIT. Then obviously the following year they went to Sweet 16, but then back-to-back round of 64 exits. So they want probably Elite Eights, I would think. But I kind of thought this was a possibility because no Caleb Wilson from North Carolina. That definitely hurts, but at the very end of the day, you got to have next player mentality. So we'll have to wait and see if VCU does end up going to the Sweet 16. Because even if they face Illinois is one of those teams that lives and dies by the 3. So we'll have to wait and see.